Hi, welcome to my channel, All Things BBL, where I go over everything related to the BBL surgery. In today's video, I'll be giving you my 6-week update. And make sure you stay to the end. I'll be giving you a body reveal. Woohoo! So I had my BBL surgery with Dr. Jonathan Fisher in Miami, Florida. I had the surgery on May 25th, 2021. Going into the surgery, I'm 5'7". I was actually 166 pounds and my hips were about 35, 36. And now 6 weeks later, I gained 3 pounds. I'm 169 pounds and my hips are measuring in at 43 inches. And my waist is 30 inches. Previously, I didn't measure my waist, so I don't know what to go by, but right now my waist is at 30 inches. I'm hoping that will go down to at least 27. So how I'm feeling at the 6-week mark, my lower butt is no longer tight. That was my main complaint throughout my whole recovery, was my lower butt felt so tight that like it was almost gonna like get a cramp. So that's definitely lessened up. I haven't sat yet. My doctor does allow people to sit at 3 weeks. I'm 6 weeks and I'm still kneeling. I tried sitting for like, I don't know, 10 minutes on a pillow. It didn't hurt. I just want to try and wait as long as possible to not sit because my butt, it didn't come out huge from the surgery. So I really don't want to lose any fat. So I'm trying to wait as long as possible, as long as I can handle it, to not sit. So I've still been kneeling and everything. And also when it comes to, getting back my normal movement, I was actually able to give myself a pedicure, and I was actually able to do it like standing up and actually bending over. Like when I first got out of surgery, or even 2 weeks after surgery, I couldn't even think about bending over to do anything with my feet. So it was nice feeling to bend over, have my foot up on a chair and to give myself my own pedicure. So that's one plus about the 6-week mark. You're actually more mobile. You can bend over. I mean, it does still feel tight in my stomach when I bend over, and also in my lower back when I bend over, but it's not painful. So that was a plus. And then another thing with the way I feel, when I first got my surgery done, I was so numb, my stomach, my back, that my massages never hurt. Everything was very numb. But now at 6 weeks, I'm starting to get that 6-week itch. So I start itching like on my upper butt, like the upper shelf part of my butt. It itches a lot, especially if I'm in my faja for a very long time with the foams. I think just the edges of the foams sitting on my upper butt makes it itch. Or if I've been in my faja like for longer than, 23 hours, it's just a weird itchy feeling. I don't itch on my stomach, but I do itch on my lower back, right above my butt area. So I don't know, I guess that means the nerves are coming back. But I did notice this at the end of the 5 weeks, now going into 6 weeks. So I started using like anti-itch spray on my upper butt area right before I put my faja on. And that seems to help it out a lot. And I guess since I'm not sitting, my butt is still very hard. And like if I'm not in my faja and I'm just walking around the house naked, my butt does feel very heavy, but it's still very hard. It doesn't move. I can't twerk or anything like that. But again, I think that has a lot to do with me choosing not to sit at the 3-week mark, and me also choosing not to sit so much now, even at the 6-week mark. I have heard of other girls who sat at the 3-week mark and it has softened up their butt. So again, it's a personal preference. And then also now I'm driving. I started driving at 4 weeks. So now at 6 weeks, I'm driving with my BBL pillow on my thighs. And then to hold up my back, I have like a pillow or a boppy pillow to rest on my back. So again, my butt is still not touching the driver's seat, but I'm able to drive now fine with no problems, and I'm used to being propped up in this weird way. And so when it comes to clothes, I'll insert some pictures here. I had bought this dress in a large and I ended up wearing it without a faja for about 12 hours. The one thing I did notice in the dress, of course, was the butt area was definitely nice and tight. And the front area, even though my hips did go away, my hips filled out the dress, and the front part very nice also. And then I also, in this picture, I have some medium-sized shorts that I had before that were a little baggy on me, but now they're very tight. Not very tight, but they definitely get filled up in the back, and you can see a little video here of me doing a little dance in the shorts. And I love the way my butt looks in shorts. I fill it out nicely. It looks natural. Not that I wanted a natural look. I definitely wanted more of a dramatic fake look when it comes to my butt. Like I wanted a huge and fake, but I couldn't get that. So, you know, now seeing it in these shorts, you know, it's nice seeing it just natural. I joke with people, you know, I've posted these pictures on Instagram and no one even commented on or even questioned whether I had anything done. And just like, that's how natural it looks. Now, when it comes to faja, I'm still in my faja 23/7. When I'm not, like when I need a break from my faja, sometimes I'll just wear a tank top and a waist cincher. I'll show you the waist cincher. So I'll just wear a tank top with this waist cincher. As you can see, it has ribbing in it. So it gives high compression. And this is a size large, so it has like the different hooks on it. And again, the key with this is the ribbing, like the metal rods are in it. So I'll wear this with underneath, well, the tank top underneath, and then I'll stay out of my faja for a while, like when I'm doing housework. I bought this on Amazon. It's called the Lady Slim, and I bought it in a large. So that's like another option to use, you know, if you don't want to wear your faja all the time. I'm still actually waiting for my stage 2 faja to come. I know it's been a very long time, but I ordered a stage 2 from Pretty Girl Curves. I ordered a large that was too tight. Then I went back and I ordered extra large. It still was too tight on the thighs and it was smushing my butt. So now I ordered a 3X and in a stage 2. So I'm hoping that will fit nice and comfy. Again, you don't want your stage 2 to be tight on your butt. The key is to have the compression tight around your waist. So when I was ordering all these stage 2s, the sizing, it was smushing my butt, it was smushing my hips. And of course, the waist was nice and compressed, but I just don't want to, make my butt and my hips smush. So hopefully once my stage 2 comes, I'll be able to get the proper compression in my stomach area, because that's where I need it most. So if I don't wear that waist cincher that I just showed you, I'll actually wear I wear my stage 1 faja. I have no choice. And I wear it with a waist cincher around it. I'll put a picture in of that. Now this waist cincher, it doesn't have the rodding in it, but you can clinch it as tight as possible. And it's definitely more comfortable than the waist cincher with the rodding in it. And it just gives me that extra compression. Because again, I'm wearing the stage 1 faja, but I have the foams in there. So having the foams in the stage 1 and then having the extra waist cincher on top, I think that helps out. It's been helping, and I haven't noticed any swelling in my stomach from doing things like this. But I just can't wait for my stage 2 to finally come. Well, actually the right size to finally come. Now when it comes to massages, I am getting massages once a week, but they are very pricey. So I know people say when you're planning for surgery, also plan for the aftercare, because my massages are $125 for 50 minutes. And then plus I leave a $15 tip, so it comes to $143. So I'm doing this once a week. I've been doing this now for about the past month. So again, it does get very pricey. My massage lady said my front part of my stomach is healing nicely, so I no longer need to wear the ab board, because the front part of my stomach got very flat very quickly. But she did say I need more side compression. And again, that comes from me not having a stage 2 faja yet. So she said really to try and, use the waist cincher and make it very tight. She said my back healed up very nicely. It's nice and soft. There are no knots. That was actually the best part, or the easiest healing part for me was the back. And then also my massage lady told me to buy a rolling pin. So I bought a rolling pin, like a regular rolling pin at the supermarket. And she said, roll yourself 5 minutes or 10 minutes every day, especially my sides and my front. And so I do this every day after I get out of the shower. I rub some vitamin E oil on my stomach. And then I get the rolling pin out and I just sit there for, I can't do 10 minutes because, you know, my arms start to hurt. So I just stand there for about 5 minutes, rolling the front of my stomach and then rolling the sides. So I just started doing this about a few days ago. So I'll see maybe in my 2-month update, I'll see if that actually helped, you know, doing the self massage with the roller, with the rolling pin. Again, you don't have to buy a fancy massager. You can just go to the supermarket in the kitchen section and buy a regular kitchen roller. I mean, so far it's helped me out very well. And then a few tips like for keeping your skin soft. I know, you know, having the faja on, having the foams, the boards, the tank tops, sometimes your skin can get very irritated. I know mine started to get very dry. So when it comes to my stomach, I use Palmer's cocoa butter. Actually has an oil. It's like an oil formula of the Palmer's cocoa butter, and I use that on my stomach and on my back and on my lower back. So it really keeps it very moisturized and makes the skin nice and soft. And then another thing for my butt, I use this thing called Maca, M-A-C-A Root Oil, Maca Root Oil. I'll try and put a picture of it up on the screen, and I'll also leave a link in the description below. But a Maca Root is supposed to keep the fat nice and plump. I mean, again, it is a lotion, so I'm not sure how effective a lotion can be with maintaining the fat and the plumpness. But I've been using this now for 3 weeks, and I've noticed, you know, my butt has stayed the same. But I like to use it also because it makes the butt nice and smooth and shiny looking, and it really hydrates your butt very well. You gotta think about it. You're in your faja 23/7, your skin isn't getting any air, it's just getting irritated. So I found using these different types of oils really helped keep my skin soft. So when I'm taking a shower, after I get out and I'm doing my 1 hour without my faja, that's when I'll put the Maca Root Oil all over my butt. And that's when I'll put the Palmer's oil all over my stomach and on my lower butt, and I'll just walk around and just try and let it dry. So those are some, you know, tips and tricks you can try and use. So the next clip is my body reveal at 6 weeks. And then I'll also try and throw in some before and after pictures of how I look before compared to me at 6 weeks. So here's my 6-week update. I'll get closer to the camera so you can see my scars. And I pull it down here, you'll see 2 scars here and here. They're healing pretty nicely. I actually use Mederma on the scars. My lower stomach area, the area around my belly button, seems to have still a lot of fat around it. I guess I'm gonna have to diet more and finally get back to the gym. I haven't been to the gym yet. So I'll stand back now so you can see the full view. You got the front, my hips, as I always say in every video, went away. They're measuring 43 inches. So they haven't really gone down much, but the hips, the actual hips went away, but the hip dips didn't come back, so that's a good thing. So here's the front, and then you got the side. It's funny how having a butt now has made my legs look skinnier. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I do like the way the stomach looks from the side, still very nice and flat. And then got the back. Still no movement yet. To the side, and then back to the front. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like the video and comment down below. Let me know any other questions you have about the surgery or any future topics you'd like to hear me cover. And make sure you subscribe.